What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Drawback Chess video. Today our drawback is stay-at-home mom. Your queen can only make moves on my 2 home ranks, okay? So other than that, we're unrestricted. So we just have a pretty uninteresting queen. But they don't know that, so I can still, check them. I can still deliver rather dastardly checks. Well, let's just hang the bishop. Well, yeah, I'll go here. Because I don't want to fully undevelop, but at the same time, this spot, all 3 of these spots will result in my bishop being captured on the next move. So, okay, the knight has come out. Okay, I'll push this pawn so that this bishop can also be released. Ooh, I was about to say I'll bring my queen here, but then I remembered, can't exactly do that. Can't exactly do that. Okay. Reasonable. I'll attack the knight again. Okay, I guess I'll trade down that knight. Let's castle. And let me push my knight. Get some leeway there. This bishop is hanging. That could have been bad. Where do I want to move this bishop? Because it is... I'll move it here. Okay. Still no idea what the enemy drawback is either, by the way. Okay, if I move here, then realistically it'll just be pawn takes, bishop takes, and I'll just have done nothing of value. If I go here, there's a guarantee that something will occur. Because I'll have opened up this file. Oh, wait, my queen is hanging, but it's pretty useless anyway. Not quite worth as much as one might assume. Huh. Well, if you say so. Guess I'll move my king. Offer a queen trade, since their queen is much more useful than mine. fact, I'll continuously offer queen trades as long as it's within my power, because, you know, the queen is exponentially more versatile than my queen, so I might as well. Let me take that pawn before anything questionable happens there with double pawns trying to promote. Cause I can see that getting a bit dicey if I don't do anything about it when I have the chance. So now there's only one pawn in danger of promoting. Matter of fact, I have a lot more pawns than the opponent now that I think about it. Guess I gotta do that now. Just to limit their options, if you will. I'll attack the bishop. Might as well, right? I'm under attack from there. Okay. This is getting very precarious. Okay, there we go. Okay, I just need to... Okay, there we go. Checkmate, right? Yeah, okay, that's checkmate. Okay, opponent's drawback. Monkey C, you can only capture with piece types that your opponent has captured with. Huh. Hold on, okay, I want to see this game with that knowledge in mind now. Okay, so they cannot capture with pawns until I capture with my pawn. So now that I've captured with a pawn, they can capture with pawns. So at this point in time, they can only capture with pawns. So they cannot capture with bishops. They can only capture with pawns. Now they can capture with bishops. So they can only capture with pawns and bishops. Okay. So at this point in time, they cannot capture with their queen. So really, there wasn't much of a checkmate threat, I don't think, because I don't think knights or queens could capture at that point in time. Okay, and they could capture with bishop because I taught them how. So they could not make the queen trade because they physically couldn't. Like, they just could not capture the queen. So our queens were equally useless, except theirs was more intimidating. They also could not capture with knights, so those checks were all just for intimidation. Because the only one of these major pieces on the battlefield that can capture anything are the bishops. So the rook cannot capture. The rook was just toast. Now that's why they're bringing in the bishops, because the bishops are the only thing that can actually capture my king. But I took his rook. Now he's in real trouble. Both my rooks are about to back rank checkmate. They move up the king. I take the pawn to both take a pawn just cause, and to get away from the king so they cannot capture my rook. They move in the queen. Finally, it's on the back 2 ranks, so I do not hesitate to capture that queen. So now they can use pawn, bishop, rook. Oh yeah, because I captured the rook with a rook. So they can, but they don't have rooks. So now that so they're still limited to pawns and bishops because their rooks and queens are gone. So this knight is no, well, I guess queen and rook are technically applicable if the pawns promote to a queen or rook. But now they're in trouble because now they briefly distracted me with this very enticing queen trade. But now what are they going to do? This is a checkmatey position. Back rank checkmate. Now I thought this was checkmate. Bishop blocks. I didn't see that. But then I just do it again. And that was it. At the end of the day. So that means I had only captured with pawns, rooks, bishops, and queens. That means I had never captured with a knight. Or, you know, obviously my king. But wow. What a game. Stay-at-home mom versus, what was it? Monkey see, monkey do? Monkey see. Okay. Wow. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And until next time, take care.